What is up, legends? Your boy Scion is here. Obviously, you see the title, and you know when I do videos like this, it's gonna be good. So I am going to teach you how to be OP in this game and never struggle to do anything ever. All right, so it's a simple process, and you just need to know how to properly use your teams and go back and forth between things. So when you start in, it depends on how you start. The game basically gives you three characters freely as SS. You get the free one from the selector, and you get two directly from the step up. If you go the full 5 steps and the step up, and of course, whatever you get outside of that is going to be extra luck on top of that. Some people may be lucky, some may not be, but eventually you'll get everything anyway because the game isn't that stingy when it comes to actually getting characters. Now you see, I'm only on chapter 3, day 8, whatever else. Like I could be vastly ahead of that right now, but I've just been doing other things and kind of like preparing and farming and stuff like that for this video, so I can tell you because it's the same thing I did in JP, and it works the same way here. So here's my main team right now. We're at 10k. No, Ruka is obviously at level 100. And then everybody else is just like 97, 98. Now, we're gonna talk about a few things. One, questions I get a lot is what's revert. Now, what revert actually does is it'll allow you to go back basically, and then you get a plus, as you guys can see right here. Now see, I'm all the way up to level 100 right now. Depending on how much you level the character over 90, depends on how far you go back. You see, I'm not going to go very far back in reverting. When you do it at 90, you go even further back. But if you're leveling and everything else, like, I'm gonna show you how to level fast. It's not even that big of a deal. um you only go back but a little bit. Of course, the higher levels that you go, the more exp you're going to be taking, so that means that you'll be reverted back even less. And the reason that you want to actually do that is the bonuses. Now the first bonus is going to give you extra skill slot, and the reason why that's actually cool, let's go into Ruka because he's the best example for that. What that does is, if you notice right here, these skills right here are like pink or purple, whatever. And what that allows is, see, it's a little bit weird because they have a little bit of an error on that. You won't be able to do this right now, but you definitely want to start building towards it. Made possible to equip on other Memoria as well. And you see it generates, fire imbue, slash, and everything else like that. We already have it. And then skill evolution right here greatly increases the unit's skill attack before it's generated enemy, everything else. Like it's a pretty strong, like her ultimate attack for this right here. After evolving the skill, the mastery level skill will increase by 1 each time corresponding memoria is limit broken. So that's the point that you would need to actually start limit breaking. These items are like kind of like super far from like, right, not super far, but it's going to take you a while. You'd be like 15, 20k strength before you start getting into that. And the cool thing about it is, once you do that, I would be able to take that skill out. Actually, no, I gotta do that from skills. I would be able to take that skill out and use it on any of these. So if there's, for whatever reason that you want to do that, if you like certain a look or something like that, you can take the skill out of it and say like you like this look for Ruka, which obviously most people would like this look because this is her swimsuit. This is free from the event when you do the swimsuit event. By the way, she's adorable right there too. Like this sleeping, she's always adorable. So she's one of my favorites. Um, you can do that now. Only the SS Memoria have awakening skills like that. Like if I head over to here, you'll notice that Imperial Cascade right here, I can actually bring that out as well. Eventually what'll happen is you'll be able to have all of them on the character, which is kind of like what you want, because certain things are good for certain fights So you want to counter as best as possible. Same thing with any other character here. You just want to get them to the point where they have those skills and they have them unlocked, and you can actually bring it over. Now the S rank characters and the A's don't have it, so that's neither here nor there. So the next process in all of this is how do you level fast? So you can level fast, and you can actually gear up, and you can carry over gear. But you go like, damn, you can do all that? Yes, sir. So if you go over the power training, which you unlock, I think like at the end of chapter 1, you're gonna get flashback battles, and this is very important. You see it says recommended content right there, literally telling you to do it. Upgrade your memoria via flashback battles, which give you valuable materials and massive amounts of EXP. Notice that massive amounts of EXP right there, which is how I got my team to where it is. Now, flashback battles do a couple of things. You're gonna notice that we go down to over here. What it's gonna do is it's gonna give you player rank, which is important because you're gonna get account locked on certain things sometimes. Doing this, you almost never be account locked. This is for limit breaking, start of sand and polarite, Nova nectar, and then we get to the gear. This is all the gear that you have, and this is all 3 and 4 star gear right now, which is actually super strong, which is part of the reason why I'm at where I'm at. It's all unlocked differently depending on where you're at in the story right now, and obviously you want to do the highest level you can get because the 3 and 4 star gear actually progress your power greatly and make you hit harder and take more hits. Each one is a different element type for limit breaks, as you guys can see right here, and you can even see what is detrimental and what will help you. And you see this different type of gear here as well. And same thing over here. All right, so the reason why this is cool is, let's say we go into here, we go all the way down to the bottom one. You want to do as much as possible, and we get life points. In the beginning of the game, they drown you on life points. There's 2 different login events that give you life points, and when you go all the way up to 5, you see it says insufficient right now, which is fine. You hit confirm. You're gonna notice current life stones held is mine is at 67 right now because I've been using them. Obviously, you don't want to use your quartz. Never use your quartz on this. If you run out of life stones and you've been grinding that crazy and that hard, you don't really need to do that until you run out. But if you decide to actually do that, it's kind of fine, but not fine because you need life stones for other stuff. But let's say right here, so specifically click this and say yes. And then bam, you see right up there, we now it's back up to 5, and now I can go in and actually farm that. I don't want to do that right now, but it's just to actually show you in general that is what you can actually do. Now, the other part to this is that you head over into an event. Now, every event that you farm, depending on if whenever you do it, if it has a bonus, like you see, this has a bonus 3 times tokens. That's pretty useful, and especially if you're strong, like over 3,500. Like you can make any team over 3,500. I'm going to tell you about that in a bit. You head over into here. The first thing that you want to do is obviously get the character. We got the character already. But if you head down, which I think I bought all of them already. Yeah, I did. There's going to be 15 of these quartz for 100 apiece. Easily farming with your life points and everything else like this. While it's 2 times, it's 3 times. It's 1,500. That's half of 10 summon right there. Just knock that out. Just take it. It's super easy. You won't have to spend much. You also notice this is where things is for, like you saw, like the revert, where I need the revert right here. It's literally right here in these events right here. You can just farm. I'm gonna snatch these up and get them. We have the chalice right here. It literally tells you this is what you need to actually undo it if you don't want to do it anymore. This is to unlock other events. So if you did an event already, you can use this to unlock another event and start farming that. They have S rank or above, which means that it has this is not going to guarantee, but there's a chance that you can get an SSR. I mean, an SS from these S rank tickets, and you have the skill guide and everything else. So in most cases, what you want to do, not this stuff, because you can do all the dungeon stuff to get this. You don't need to do that. Like I just literally showed you these items. And if you have a S rank that you want to max out, you can use the shard that's kind of maxed out. And you notice right here, you have 3 of the protein Memoria shards right here that you can actually use on your SS characters, which is pretty good. It's only 1500. But again, this is triple, so you just go in. I just haven't done it yet because I've been doing other stuff. And if you want to max out a S rank character, you can, which is okay for like to the end of chapter 3. But after that, you should be in all triple S, especially if you go through all this whole process, because you're going to be able to do this process, even though it's going to be a little bit more grindy, because there's not going to be 3 times tokens on everything. You see that this does go away after a time, but if you don't feel like waiting, you can go through all of these. So that's like 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500, 1500. So that's right there. That's 3000, 3000, 4500 currency, then down to right here 3000, 3000 again right there. So that's basically 10,500 currency, and then the last one is on 12. So you literally got 40 summons and all of this. You can't do this one until clearing chapter 3, which I gotta get my baddie, because that's my baddie right there. But you know, that is what it is. Now, Requiem for the blue is a special one, because this is the first time where they force you into a certain team. Now you see it says unit limit supply. Only squad 31B can be assigned. Upgrades will be reflected. All right. Don't really have to do this, but if you really want to. You notice my squad 31B, I actually even named it, is like pretty much straight. This squad is only fought 1 time, and it has this much power. And the reason being is because I had all the 3 and 4 star gear that I could just put on them, and they're good to go. And they only fought 1 time. I literally took them into the training that I just showed you earlier and made them fight 5 times at the lowest level, which was 3000. That leveled all of them evenly up to 34. Like super easy. So now they can go into that particular dungeon, barely haven't done anything, barely any type of resources. Of course, you want to go in and limit break everything. And I'll show you the easy way to actually do that. If you head over to Warriors, any limit break stuff that you would need right here, you can do, and you can see all the characters. So if there's anything available that you actually need to do, you can see that. If you want to go a step further, you can go into each individual one, head over to enhance, and then do this, and then you can just head over, and each one super easy. I shouldn't have any limit breaks though. It should just be all getting skilled. I just got Kitty last video. And I think that's it. And then bam, we're up to that. So super easy, right? No team ready to go. They inherently don't have a healer. That's weird. But anyway, so again, you see this base team right here. This is 31C right here. So I'm just gonna hit auto equipped. And you notice they're now all the way up to 4600. That's because I probably am out of gear at this point right now, gearing 3 teams like that. So when their mission comes up, they're gonna be ready. Before I even leveled them, I'm actually using the ninja, so that's why she's 97 already. But again, all you would really do is you would take them in, head over to power training, or one flashback battles, and go to whatever one is beneficial for them. Again, Abyss Cruiser. I'll do it in front of you. Why not? And granted, we have the ninja. She's gonna actually make it easier because she's probably gonna smash something's face. They immediately put her in. Remember, everybody's level 1 except for the ninja. He's broken already. There you go. And now, granted that I've done that, I'm seeing all this gear, and that increased my player rank, of course. And now they're up to 6,137. Super simple, right? All right, so another thing for farming that you probably want to do is you're going to notice that the score challenge right here. You want to go as far as you can, and the score challenge, because it's going to give you a lot of stuff. It's going to give you weapon items, everything else like that. I'm not going to go in there because we need to talk about that separately, but pay attention to it. Do as much as you can with that because it's very beneficial as far as giving you extra currency out here. So there's no reason not to do it. Oh, wow, I'm actually looking at that. Also pay attention to Ruka's mission right here, which is going to lead me into the next part of this video, which is socializations and how to handle that, because I see people a little bit confused on what to do about that. So you're going to have traits, and what you want to do every time you can, if you don't have anybody that you can socialize with, you want to actually build up your traits for your character, which leads you into the socialization, which you can actually anything here that has the red dot on it is going to be 200 currency. Also, you want to do that for the characters that you actively use. Now, clear means that they just don't have anything, and if there's nothing there, that means you can't actually talk to them. So any character here that you want to actually use in the future, or you're going to be using, like if we're using 31B, you can head over and actually do that. And what's going to end up happening is if you pass the day already that it was available, you can go back to that day. Now you see chapter 2, this one, I don't have the requirements for this right here. Strength, AO secret strength is not completed yet, and my openness is not 15. I have to go and do that trait and go level up the openness, which is not that bad to deal with and everything else like that. So, but to do this one first, which usually ends up being easy. Now you notice getting the 200, it's going to cost me a life point. That's why you don't want to use up all your life points, because all of this in here, all these red dots is currency that I just have to do. It takes time though, and I've been doing them. You see, I've done 17 already, but it takes time because they're all like little mini quests that you have to go through. Some of them are long, some of them are actually really short. Like you just go run up on somebody, talk to them, and it'd be over. And then you relive the day real quick, and it takes like 5 minutes. It's over. Some of them, they'd be like, hey, we gotta go fight. And I'd be like, bruh, why are we fighting? All right. Now, with that said, with this whole process, you should be able to do anything in this game with this. You should be just fine. The only thing that you're going to lack is actually the gold currency in the game. So just take it easy at that point. You shouldn't be. One thing that is it catches you because you're not aware. You should never be doing this right here. Absolutely. The only thing, the circuit bursts down here, that's it. That's it. You should do nothing in this store, absolutely nothing, until you just don't need anything, and then you can start getting primers and start leveling people quicker and getting battle reports. Um, this is the biggest trap in the game. Looking at this and spending anything in here, because you're gonna spend your GP, and you need your DP to level stuff, like the level up gear, and like just don't do it. Eventually, you'll start getting these, which is useful. I don't remember when it starts happening, but you start getting them, and then they start actually allowing you to, pick up certain characters. These are all S rank characters. If you don't have any of these characters yet, but I don't the GP store, like, go away. In my opinion, I hate it. Like, I just hate it. You can get currency and stuff over time, and it's just that I'm just fine. But I strongly just like the GP store. But it's there to actually help you as long as you do it in moderation. So yeah. Outside of that, that's about it. And I believe, yeah. See, start dash. There's 2 events like this, and I'm just getting it right back again. Give me that. So we're gonna summon because we have currency. Hopefully this will help you out, and you will be OP without spending anything. Notice I said all of that without spending any money. I don't have any of those. I'll do this. Give me. I'm gonna spend currency here though, because we're gonna summon. Reason being is I'm still chasing certain characters, and they're in this banner. So we're gonna see what happens. I really don't care about the fire banner, if we be real. I should. I just don't like them. But somebody did ask, and I want to be like that. Where is this at? This is only 30. Because I want Daybreak and Passionate Soul. And then maybe, I'm staying in this. Fire banner, go to hell. Sorry. Oh. Apparently I made a good choice. Nice. All right, she's going in. This is going to, about to say, change again. Okay, already got that. I like Shirakawa too. But the SS version when she's awakened. All right, speed this up. What you got for me? Oh, this is dupe. Yeah. Got a bunch of new stuff though. That worked. All right, so we ended up with a dupe. Nothing there. What's in the other one? Who else? Yeah, it's just these 3. That's why it's problematic. Maybe I'll do that next time. Like, we're not gonna get lucky here. That dude works out because I use that character on other teams, so that's fine. So that's it. We're done. Hopefully this again help you out and you get OP and not struggle on anything until the end. The end gets problematic because they start, you will literally forced at that point. You got to have a tank. Just putting it out there. You're like literally forced at the end. you're not forced right now. It's gonna be like probably like another week before you start really noticing where you actually have to have a tank. Now you can get away with it for the most part. Or you're either gonna need Oi or Oshima, basically. So it's up to you at that point to kind of like figure it out. That's one of the reasons why people probably would want to go after it, because you would probably be able to get Oshima. Even though that Yuki right there is pretty good. I don't know about Oshima Isuzu. I don't know how good she is. I've never had her or even seen her do anything, so I don't have any opinion on that, because I like to talk about stuff I actually used personally. So is what it is. Do I have a free one? I do. It turned to nothing. We're out of here. So I'll catch you guys next video. Peace. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.